Austin community is also showing their support for victims of that deadly shooting in Orlando. LGBTQ members, city leaders, and religious leaders all spoke about how this tragedy has affected life across the nation. Fox 7's Jennifer Kendall joins us live now from downtown Austin on 4th Street. Jennifer.
Tanya, the second vigil just wrapped up here on 4th Street in downtown Austin. And one thing that we've heard over and over again from members of the LGBTQ community is that they cannot live in fear. And although today's events in Orlando may make that more difficult now, people here are determined to show that they stand proud, even in such a dark moment for our country.
I woke up this morning not knowing how many of my friends are dead in that nightclub right now.
Isabella King used to live in the Orlando area and has visited Pulse Nightclub in the past.
My heart goes out to everyone, whether I knew them or not. We're all part of this community. We're all family.
The thought that some of her friends could have been killed in a deadly shooting at the club Sunday morning is almost too much for her to take.
I'm still trying to process it because I don't know if there's people I know in that building.
Isabella was joined by dozens of LGBTQ community members on the steps of the Capitol Sunday.
For those wounded, we cry.
As they prayed for the victims and their loved ones.
I can't even imagine the level of grief and sorrow that victims' families must be going through at this point in time. All that we can offer from here and from around the country is for people to know that we have them in our thoughts and prayers.
The shooter in Orlando reportedly pledged allegiance to ISIS, but Muslim leaders in Austin say he does not speak for them or the greater Muslim community.
The LGBT community, every single member of the LGBTQ community is my brother and my sister.
Sunday's attack hit LGBTQ people at one of their most sacred places.
LGBT bars have a history in the movement as being a safe place where LGBT people go to get away from discrimination, to get away from experiencing homophobia or transphobia. And today's shooting pierces that safe place and pierces it to our very hearts. But at the same time, we can't allow any act of terrorism to force anyone to live their lives differently.
That's something city leaders in Austin hope will never happen here, although they know this shooting could have easily been in their own backyard.
Let's choose unity over division. Let's choose confidence over fear. Let's choose lightness over darkness. And let's choose love over hate.
That's why they're standing with LGBTQ members, to remind them that no act of terror against their community will ever be tolerated.
We are not all the same. And it is too easy to find fear in our differences. And in today's world, it is happening too often.
Right now, Austin Pride is planning a Pride Week festival for the end of August, and organizers say they will be discussing ways to step up security so that everybody in attendance can celebrate freely in a safe environment. Tanya, back to you.
Jennifer Kendall live from downtown Austin tonight. Thank you for that. The Austin LGBTQ community has responded to the deadly shooting in Orlando. A statement was sent out, and that reads in part, quote, "The Austin Gay and Lesbian Chamber of Commerce condemns the violence in Orlando, mourns the victims who were lost, and hopes for the speedy recovery of the victims who were injured. No one in Austin, Orlando, or any other LGBT community ever should fear stepping foot in an LGBT establishment. We should not, and we will not, let the hateful, evil act of a lone person prevent us from fully and authentically living our lives as LGBT Americans."